join us at the Philips Stadium in Eindhoven. It's very pretty. It's very, very Dutch. But we're not here for the contemporary aesthetic or the cosmopolitan vibe. We're here to find out what it takes to be an international referee.
Perfect.
You've walked out of tunnels as a player. You were at Wales International. What's it like walking out of a tunnel as a referee?
Quite similar really, you come to the stadium to have a look and see where you're going to be playing and how close are the fans going to be and how big is it, and there's many things that can happen in a game that you want to sort of know where you are on the pitch and help you make decisions. It's the same with the assistants. What they'll be doing is they'll be doing their sidestepping, and they've got markings along the pitch that they can look for, which helps them.
I know this is a silly question. Why have you just been practicing walking sideways?
Just in case I forget how to do it tomorrow. A lot of people say being on the line takes more concentration because you constantly have to be switched on, because sometimes you could be stood on the halfway line for 45 minutes if it's a really one-sided game, but then there might be that 30 seconds where a ball gets pinged and you've got to be on it to run.
At a young age, I got injured.
Really?
I was about 17 and I crumbled. I just thought, that's it. And then I attended a course about a year later, and I thought, ooh, I should enjoy this. So I did my first game, picked up the flag, and then that was it then. Refereeing was a route back into football, back into the game.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant, the best thing I ever did.
I find it much more exciting watching for that offside, waiting for the ball to go in and out of play, than being in the middle. And I suppose if I make a decision wrong on the line, they're all going to shout at Cheryl, they won't shout at me.
Cheryl's a great referee to work with. She'll talk to you, she'll say any questions, she'll support you, and the communication on the field of play is perfect.
This is going to be full tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is this the most you've performed in front of?
I think it will be. When I was a player, I played for Wales against Germany, capacity of 20,000 people. But I believe this is going to be full, around 30,000, so yeah, as a player...
34,000?
34, so yeah, just that extra 4.
I think it's going to be a challenge, it's going to be a quick game, it's going to be tough. We're going to have to work hard, but I think, individually we are capable of it. It's just about turning up on the day, I think.
You might think, oh, why are you here, you're just jogging around, but actually it's to get our bearings and mentally preparing yourself for the game as well. This is why you're in it. As a player, this is why you'd want to play in front of this. This is what you'd want to do, and there's no difference as a referee. You're there to sort of control the game, but also you work hard, you train hard for situations and for games like this, really.
This is a nice way to spend the morning of game day, having a wander around, a nice side of the job.
It's an opportunity just to sort of do a bit of relaxing, just stretching the legs. You go abroad and what you don't want to do is it just being hotel, airport, stadium or pitch, that you actually get to see the places, and that's where your memories are made, really.
So why reffing and not coaching then?
I think what it was is I just wanted to give refereeing a go, and if I liked it and enjoyed it, and obviously the prospects that you get of being a referee. I started refereeing in 2013 and in 2016 I got my FIFA badge, so knowing that I had those opportunities, I think that was probably one of my biggest incentives to being a referee. I'm still on the park, I'm still, like I said, feeling the atmosphere and feeling the game, and apart from kicking a ball, I feel like I'm part of the 90 minutes as opposed to being on side as a coach.
Which is easier, controlling a class of kids or controlling 22 players who all think you're wrong?
Class of kids, 100%. We've got a behaviour system in school where if they're naughty, we can send them to the remove room. Right.
Yep.
Okay, girls, so it's expected about 30,000, maybe capacity today, so it's the biggest game that we're going to be refereeing in, so we need to make sure that we are clearly heard. The second that we arrive at the stadium, we've got to make sure that we're doing our jobs, making sure that we are the best team out there.
It is 3 hours until kick-off, final preparations. These are the tools of the trade. What have we got here? What does a referee do?
You just got to make sure that all your kit's ready, everything that I use for the game. So I've got my whistle, my coin. You should always have a second of everything. So you should always have sort of red and yellow cards somewhere just in case you lose. I mean, the major one is pencils or pens.
Right.
Is because as you're running,
They fly off.
it fly off, or you think you put it in your pocket and it's come out.
And the fitness, how fit?
You know, the higher you go, you do have to pass a fitness test. But the one thing that you can control is making sure that you have a decent level of fitness. And like I said, the higher you go, you need to be as fit as the players are on that pitch.
Thick skin? Is a thick skin an important thing?
I do think you do need a bit of thick skin, because at times not everything's going to go perfectly, but you know, that actually has made me a better referee. You know, the fact that I've made mistakes in the past, I know that won't happen again.
Do you get nervous?
Yeah. So right now it's excited nerves. So right now I'm just preparing for the game. So it's good nerves. So for me now, I just want to get to the ground and just get going really. So if that's all right with you, I'm going to ask you to leave now so I can do the last little bits and have that well-earned nap, hopefully.
We're leaving. Well, there we are then, an international in front of 30,000 people. How was that?
Incredible, yeah. You know, when we talked about it before the game and what I wanted from it, and the experience of refereeing in front of that many spectators was just incredible. The heat out there, it was very, very warm in that first half. So.
Bit tasty for a friendly. You had to get your card out a few times.
Yeah, but the thing is though, you know, you've got to referee the game, not the occasion. And although it's a friendly, you've still got to obviously make sure that you give the cautions if it's correct in law. So, but it sets the tone so the players know that when they're playing the game to prepare them for the World Cup, and you know they'll be given in the World Cup as well.
There was a moment where you inadvertently became a player again.
Yeah, and you know, tempted to take a touch and have a shot, but obviously had to remember where I was and what colour I was wearing. But yeah, that's a new law. Again, I had to explain it to the players, and I don't think the crowd at all understood. But I wasn't in a poor position, you know, I was too close to play. But luckily enough, we stopped the play and we restarted it correctly by law.
One final thing, can you sign my match programme?
Gosh, what do you want me to say?
With love, Chaz.